Oh, good morning everyone, and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. Now today I've got this, what is it, Hey Song Tian Mu. The cattleyas I got yesterday from the orchid garden in Poland. Now I've just been looking at this. This is Rlc Hey Song Tian Mu. I've been looking on the web and there's an RSC Hey Song Tian Mu, and also there's a potting area Hey Song Tian Mu. So if you have one of these types of plants, it could vary a lot in colour. So this is in the coconut husk, which I've never had before. There's one or two nice new growths coming up here that you can't see from there. There's a leaf here that's black at the bottom, so I dropped a bit of, you can see this where it's a bit black here, but I put a bit of dragon's blood on it, so that shouldn't get any worse. Or I could take that off, I think. I don't know. We'll see how this unpotting goes. You can see what it's in. In fact, I'll just get a camera and bring it a little bit near for you. It won't stand up, this one. Oh, this is the stuff it's potted in. And somehow I've got to remove all that stuff, and then I'm going to put it in some large bark. I think I might have to literally cut it out of the pot. So I'd better get all the tools to do that. This looks like it's going to be not a very enjoyable experience. So beautiful plant though. So we'll get going on it. All the tools I might require, but how do we get it out of this pot? Right, we'll start by chopping the pot up, I think. I think one of the roots come right down here and then they go back in there. So we're going to have a real chop at this one. This is one of those potting things that I haven't been looking forward to. Shame to destroy the pot, but you've got to do what you've got to do. I'm going to lose a few roots, I know, but that doesn't matter. The cattleyas always put new roots out every year. Now I've got to cut this way up there, up to the top. Can I cut through this? Yep. Somehow. And then we've got to try and peel it off. Come on. Cut through that yet. A little bit thick at the top here, but we'll get it. There we are. Oh, look at that. How on earth do we clean that up? Hey? Dear, dear. have to do more cutting of this plastic. I know I said it don't matter about chopping the roots, but you don't want to chop too many of them. Chop these down here. I hope you can see that what I'm doing, but what I'm doing is just cutting the plastic off, which is very, very difficult. I wonder what makes them put them in this coconut husk. Is it because they grow better, or is it because they keep damp a little bit longer? I don't know. Well, they're a heck of a job to do. Right. What's that stuck on with? Just one root there. And then we can get it off. That's it. That's the pot got rid of. But how do we get rid of all this stuff? Dear, dear. Where's the... this isn't going to be very easy. Well, this is going to be a job and a half. Look at that lot. God, blimey. Nice new growth there. And that's coming up with the right colour. Slightly maroon colour on the new growth, which is good. Shows you that the flower's going to be a decent one. But how do I get all this off? This isn't going to be easy, and the roots of the plant are going to suffer. But what do you do here? I mean, it's growing through the wood and it's growing through the coconut, and gosh, truth. And it's just crumbling away is this husk. And it's a little bit damp in the middle. I don't expect this plant to have any decent roots in the middle of the plant, if you know what I mean. But how do you get this lot out? I mean, it doesn't make any difference whether I start at the bottom or whether I start at the top. It's just, look. just comes away and you think, but there's that much of it. That you're bound to break some roots. And the roots are actually growing into it, and it's very damp. So I mean, I've never had this before, so let's see what's happening. I mean, the roots must like it, but I certainly don't for doing this. I might get a little bit rough with this. A lot of roots will get broken, but we'll just have to grow new ones. Look at that. You see, all the way through is this coconut husk. Try and break it up with this little bamboo stick. Some beautiful roots inside. But we don't want to destroy them all. But I'm afraid some will have to go. I wonder if this will be better, just getting hold of a bit and pulling it. It's a good job it's breaking off very easily. But I mean, there's so much of it. Oh, let's have these off. And we can see what we're doing. Push it to the middle from the outside, which should bring plenty out. But it's a nightmare, is this stuff. I'll tell you what, I'm not doing two today, one's enough for this. Look, this is going to take a long time to clean up, and I don't think you want to just sit there looking at this. It's absolutely, oh, what do you do? I mean, you've got no option but to cut the roots because they're growing through the coconut husk. I do my best with it, but look at it. Can't help breaking roots, it's just one of them things. I mean, I wonder if I can leave some of the on, you know, the ones that are touching the leaves, just leave it and hopefully eventually it'll disappear. But this is ridiculous. Look at all the roots growing into that. I'm going to have to lose them. Push towards the middle. Well, I'll just get the camera close up again, then I'm going to shut the camera off until I've finished it. Now, can you believe all this I've taken out? And I've only taken about, probably a third of it off. Here it is, where I'm attending to. You can see the roots growing through the husk. And I've all that to take off yet. So I'm going to turn the camera off now and have a look at it when I've finished. Well, I've been at it now for another half hour and we've got so far. But there's still, as you can see, a load left in there. And I've taken all that off. It made you wonder how that fitted into one little plastic pot. But I'll carry on and we'll see what we get to in the next half hour. Well, that's another 20 minutes gone and we've gone to this state where I'm not going to do any more. There's just little bits that need to come off that I'll just take out, but I'm not doing any more. But I've noticed as I'm doing it, there's plenty of new growths on and new starts. And there's one there. There's another at the side. There's another one there. In fact, there's two there. Two new growths starting there. I'm wrong, there's three. So this is a healthy plant. Looks like something's been having a little dig at it there, but I'll put a bit of dragon's blood on there. Let's turn it round and have another look. Yep, I think that'll do fine. I'll just trim the roots off at the bottom. And what I mean, I'll just cut straight across there. And I can't do it while I'm holding the camera, so I'll do it and then come back with the camera. Well, I've shortened all the roots now and new growth looks fine. Plant looks fine. I'll put it into one of the open baskets. I'm not taking any more of the coconut husk off, because every time you take the coconut husk off it, it takes the velamin off the roots as well. So there's only a little bit on now, so I'm going to leave that. And this is the big pile I've taken out. How did they fit that big pile into a small plastic pot? I mean, they don't think about us having to repot them, do they? I need to put it in one of these large pots that I've cut the sides off. I've got some large bark and that's all I'm going to use. So let's get it potted up. And I'm not going to water it for a day or two. Just let it completely dry out. Using this large bark and this pot, it'll make sure it gets enough air and dry out quickly after a good watering. I mean, we don't need to cover up every every space in this like we do with the others, but more we put in and firmer it'll hold it in the pot. Where's the new growth? Oh, what I haven't done. No, Eddie. You silly man. I've got to put that, well, I don't know, I was going to put this towards the centre, but there's new growth there, there's new growth there, there's another new growth there. So I'd better put it like that, I think. So everything's pointing to the centre. Just have to put one or two down the back to hold it in place. Not easy this, but you can get there in the end. Just trying to secure it in the pot to stop it moving around. Well, that's that one done. That's the Rlc Hey Song Tian Mu, and I've just wired it all up to make sure that it stands upright and it's pretty firm in its pot. What I'll do, I'll leave it for probably a month, let all these pseudobulbs grow upright, and they'll hold it there, and then I'll remove the wires. So I'll give it a decent watering, I think, and then leave it for about 10 days. So thanks very much for watching. I hope it hasn't bored you much. Difficult. I've got another one to do and I'm not looking forward to it, but I'll probably do that tomorrow. So thanks very much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you all later.